If you have ever been trying to trade boom and crash and you have not been profitable and you intend to make profitable progress like this, and a whole lot of big and massive profit, then this video is for you. Come closer. I want to show you a technique that you can use to trade boom and crash profitably. Trading boom and crash is as simple as trading every other pairs. Over time, I have seen people struggle to make profit in boom and crash. They try to catch little spikes and they end up being knocked out, while others try to scalp those little candles and they end up failing. But today, I'm bringing to you a strategy that is going to turn everything around for you, and you are going to transition from being a struggling trader into a profitable trader. If you are ready to learn this strategy, come with me as we analyze. So today we're going to be using Crash 500 as an example because that is where we got a good entry opportunity, and you can use it for any of the crash beats, Crash 500, Crash 300, whatever it is, Boom 500, Boom 1000, and any other one. You can use the strategy for that. And this strategy today is the trend line strategy. Right? Most time, many people want to trade boom and crash from this interface, from this 1 minute interface, and that is where you're getting it wrong, guys. That is where you are getting it wrong. Looking at boom and crash charts from the 1 minute interface is really noisy. It's kind of confusing, and you wouldn't see what price is actually doing from this interface. Okay, what you have to do is go over to the higher time frame, do your analysis, and then you can come to the lower time frame to get an entry opportunity. Okay, you can come to the one minute time frame. If you have done your analysis in the higher time frame, come to the 1 minute time frame to get your entry opportunity. Okay, but I recommend you using the 5 minutes time frame and the 15 minutes time frame to get your entry because the noise is less over there. When you get here, you see how many crashes, okay, going here and there, so many little candles, and you really can't tell the direction of the market, can't tell the direction of price from this view. So I want us to head over to higher time frame, like let's say 4 hours time frame. Can you see that? Looking at the 4 hours time frame, we have a clear direction of the market, and we currently have open positions. So at the 4 hours time frame, you can see now that I can tell the trend from this view. But while I was in the 1 minute time frame, I really can't tell. Looking at it from this place, it looked like an uptrend. Okay, and if I shift, if if I shift here, like it's so confusing. I can't really tell what's the trend. So what you have to do is go over to the higher time frame. Let's go to the 4 hours time frame for this video. So on the 4 hours time frame, you can see that is clearly on a downtrend. Can you see that? It's clearly on a downtrend, and you should be looking forward for sales. Okay, you should be looking for sales. So the method we are using today is the trend line strategy. Okay, and the trend line strategy, I already have my trend line drawn and I took my trade, but I'm just gonna take it out. That's gonna take it out. Okay, so it's out. So if you want to if you want to draw your trend line, you want to draw your trend line, you have to connect the peaks, the swing highs. Okay, the recent swing highs. That is, look for if you look at the charts, you have swing highs. Okay, you have swing highs. Okay, these are all swing highs. But how do you know which one you are supposed to connect? You will go for you will connect the swing highs that have the highest candlesticks. Okay, that have the highest candlestick. For example, we have this swing high here. It has what, a lot of candlesticks connected to it. But when you look at these other swing highs, you can see that they have they have lesser candlesticks connected to it, the lesser number of candlesticks connected to it. Okay, so if you want to try to connect those ones, the trend line might not really fit in. So you have to look out for, you have to connect swing highs that have high numbers of candlesticks connected to it. Like this one, you can see it has high number of candlesticks connected to it. Okay, so you connect two swing points. Okay, then you wait for the third touch. Okay, so for instance, if I want to draw my trend line initially, what I'll do is come over here, pick up the trend line tool, and okay, connect that swing high and this swing high. Okay, before I took the trade, this swing high was not available. Yeah, yeah, the swing high was not there. I think at price was at this stage. Okay, so price was at that stage, and I had to draw out my trend line. So make sure you draw your trend lines, connect the swing highs, the swing points. Okay, make sure it's touching the peak. Okay, so you draw your trend line, draw the upper trend line, then you can as well draw the trend line below, also just to form something like a channel and to act like a guide. Okay, so I just duplicated it, so I move it down over here. Okay, okay, so you draw something like a channel, can you see that? So so when I came when I studied my chart, when I studied my chart at the time I placed a trade. At the time I placed a trade, price was at about this region. This swing high was not there. Price was at this level. Okay, so I drew my trend line and I waited for a third touch, guys. So I waited for a third touch. Guys, see that price has touched trend line once, and there was a second touch, and I was expecting a third touch over here, and that's where I placed my entry. Okay, so I placed my entry there, and I waited to see if price was gonna break the trend line. So price can do two things. It can do two things. That's why you have to add a stop loss when placing your trade. So price can come here and break the trend line. Okay, and just start trending up. Okay, after breaking it, can just come back with test and it start trending up. Okay, but it can also what, it can also bounce off, and that is the strategy we are using. That is the trend line bounce strategy. Okay, I call it the trend line bounce strategy. So price got to this zone and then it bounced downward just as it did this and this. Okay, so using this strategy, we call it the three touch trend line strategy, the three touch trend line bounce strategy. So we waited for the third touch. So to further validate your entry before it activates, okay, first thing you look at is to see if there is any form of rejection going on over there. At this stage, I want to move down to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so looking at the zone, this is the zone we are focusing on. Okay, now when price got to that place, it formed a reversal candlestick pattern. Can you see that? It formed a reversal candlestick pattern, and right here we have the shooting star. Can you see that? We have the shooting star, and this tells me that price is definitely gonna retrace at that point, and I was confident to, okay, leave my trade at that zone. So the shooting star, and it's left a long wick. Can you see the long wick it's left, telling you that sellers are stepping in into that zone and there's gonna be a reversal. As we're initially pushing up the price, and when it got to that trend line touch, the sellers stepped in and push price back down. That's why you have the wick over there. So this gives you a confirmation that price is gonna reverse at that stage. And when you look further, there is another reversal candlesticks, the doji. You have the doji there. That's an indecision candlestick, so it also signals reversal. Okay, so when price hits that third touch of the trend line, price reverse, and we are in profit. So you can see that the number of spikes, this is 1 hour time frame, guys. So you can see the number of spikes that we have gotten is currently having a little pullback. It can decide to go down again or just pull up and break the trend line. Okay, so while you are at the stage, secure your profit and don't be greedy, guys. Don't be greedy. Secure your profit and look for other opportunities to make a trade. So you can see that this strategy is very profitable. It's very profitable, and you can use it for any of the boom and crash. So this is how to catch spikes. If I move over to let's say 30 minutes time frame, you'll see that we had a lot of spikes, guys. We caught a lot of spikes. Can you see that? That's a whole lot of spikes. If I move over to the 15 minutes time frame, can you see that? That's a whole lot of spikes. Can you see that? That's a whole lot of spikes that we got, guys. So this is how to get a clearer view of the boom and crash market and identify the direction of the trend and see if you can get a good trading position. You don't have to stay at the 1 minute time frame. Right here, I can't really tell what's going on. Like, I can't really tell what's going on. Yeah, can't really tell what's going on. So you have to move over to the higher time frame to get a clearer view of the market and use those trend line bounce strategy, the trend line bounce strategy towards to milk the market. So you can see that, guys. You can see. So this is a massive profit. This is a massive profit. This is mass. This is 4 hours, and we have a whole. If you want to get all the strategies you need to be profitable in trading boom and crash, I want you to stick to this channel. Stick to this channel, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell because I'm going to dissect and expose every secret, all the strategies that you need to trade boom and crash. This is one of the strategies. I'm going to make more videos that will show you all you need to know about trading boom and crash, guys. The secret to being profitable in boom and crash is getting a clear direction of the market. Yeah, that is very, very important. So if you are the type that has been staying here, positioning yourself here, um, using probably some set of indicators, RSI to be at oversold level or at overbought level, then take a trade to catch spikes. Yeah, those strategies works too. Yeah, those strategies works. I have working strategies on using indicators. Those strategies works too, but you have to combine it with price action. You have to combine it with price action strategies, and this is going to make you more profitable than you used to. So I want you to quit staying on this 1 minute time frame and go over to the higher time frame, get the direction of the market, and apply price action to trading boom and crash. Boom and crash is just like every other market. Yeah, it's just like every other asset. So trade it like you trade every other asset. So this is how to trade boom and crash for this strategy. This is a winning strategy. Trust me, it's a winning strategy. It's 100% winning strategy. So I want you to go and back test it, try it out, and tell me what you think about it in the comment section. If you got value from those videos, I want you to smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when we post many more amazing videos. So till I come your way again, stay profitable.